When my friend and fellow wine colleague Alicia Towns Franken came to me with this Mama Chenin Blanco 2024 vintage, told me the story about this, I knew immediately that it had to be included in our Wine Access Unfiltered podcast shipment. I had to find a way because it was just so cool. I've been really excited about these specific wines, but I also was really excited about what Alicia is doing with the Towns Wine Co. So let's talk about what's in the glass, and then we'll talk about some of the things around the glass. Now, we are in Baja California in Mexico. If this is a place that you have never tasted wines from, you're in for such a treat. I know there's not a ton of them that make it here to the United States, so we're very lucky when we do see them. But if you are someone who has been lucky enough to venture down there, you have probably experienced these wines. They are not only in the Baja region, but you'll also find them all over Mexico, because in Baja, Valle de Guadalupe, these are the places in Mexico that are producing really beautiful sort of coastal influenced wines that are dynamic and lovely, and just something that is so different than what we're tasting from the places like Chenin Blanc would normally come from, the Loire Valley. That is sort of home base for Chenin Blanc. It behaves a little bit like Chardonnay. There's a lot of things about Chenin Blanc that I really love that Chardonnay possesses as well. And as you smell the wine, I think you're going to notice it. There is sort of a richness to this wine when you smell it that would remind you of Chardonnay, but look for that. Like, there's something kind of pointy and angular about this that, if you're thinking about other grapes like Sauvignon Blanc or Albarino, Chenin Blanc, specifically from this place, is going to give you. It's giving you something that is a little more angular, a little more electric than Chardonnay normally gives you. Really dig into this wine, because I think underneath all of that really great sort of apple skin, all of that honeysuckle, you're also getting these really exotic fruits in here that you would normally see in like Viognier, Marsanne, Roussanne, all of these grapes that you would find in the Rhone Valley. But the profile of those fruits would feel a little bit more on the ripe side, whereas this feels like they're tart and crisp. Let's taste. The texture of this wine, it's just so seamless. It has viscosity, but there is a lightness, a bounciness to this wine that I just love, that feels like springtime. It feels like, oh, breath of fresh air. Here we are. I'm not quite ready to like venture into my crisp, lean whites yet. I'm not in Pinot Grigio camp, but I'm also like not really ready to let go of my really full body white wines that I'm enjoying all winter long. And this is where I think a Chenin Blanc like this really shines. Let's talk about what is happening in this actual bottling and why I was so excited about it. So Alicia Towns Franken, as I mentioned, a friend and colleague of mine, she's been in the game, in the business for a long time, very famous sommelier up in Boston. And a few years ago, she started this project where she would do wine collaborations, wine bottling collaborations with underrepresented winemakers from around the world. And so this is one of those wines that she did. So this is in partnership with another winery in Mexico, Bruma Vinicola, which is led by winemaker Lulu Martinez Ojeda. So Lulu, she got her start over in Margaux, in Bordeaux, and took everything that she learned there and applied it here in Baja. I think this is a perfect example of what grows together goes together. So in Baja, of course, you're going to be eating lots of fish tacos, lots of fresh things from the ocean. So if you're enjoying this wine, that's what I would recommend doing. I would go the taco route. I would go shrimp tacos, fish tacos, something light, something that has little citrus, but also is going to have a little protein for texture purposes. If you can do some like, shaved papaya or some sort of fruit on there as well, I think that would really help to amplify what's happening in the glass. But this is such a beautiful bottling on its own. I don't think it needs food, but it would certainly benefit from it.